In this video, we're going to cover expenses that are not deductible. So the examples in this list are all examples that cannot be deducted for AGI or claimed as an itemized deduction or any other form of deduction. If you have these expenses, that means that unfortunately, it cannot be used to reduce your taxable income. So the first one and most common one on this list that we have is personal living expenses. I explained this in more detail in part 7 of the series, but as a quick rundown, your day-to-day personal living expenses, such as groceries, filling up gas, and all similar related expenses are not deductible at all. Next up, we have employee business expenses. So these unfortunately are not deductible either. They used to be deductible actually. They would fall under what's called miscellaneous itemized deduction. But the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 under Donald Trump actually invalidated this once allowable deduction from the years 2018 to 2025. So for now at least, they are no longer deductible. Most investment expenses are also not deductible, such as investment counsel fees. If you receive counseling to help you with your investment decisions and incur fees from it, that is not deductible. Neither is tax return preparation fees. You have an accountant to do your annual taxes or review your taxes, and you pay the money for that, obviously, you cannot deduct that either as an expense. That expense is not deductible. Losses on the sale of personal use property. If you sell your house at a loss, the difference is not deductible. Life insurance premiums, what you pay insurance for life insurance, is not deductible either, unfortunately. Gambling losses can actually be deducted, but only to the extent of your gambling gains. If your gambling losses exceed your gambling gains, then the amount you can deduct is limited to whatever your gambling gains are. For example, if you have, let's say, $20 in gambling wins, but $50 in gambling losses, then $20 of the $50 in gambling losses can be deducted because that is the extent of your gambling wins. But the other $30 in gambling losses would not be allowed as a deduction because your gambling gains aren't that much. So the excess of gambling losses over gambling gains is the part that is not deductible. And just so you know, gambling losses are an itemized deduction. They appear on Schedule A. So if you take the standard deduction, you cannot even claim gambling losses to begin with. Child support payments are not deductible, and so are fines and penalties. The idea here is that the IRS government is not trying to encourage you to go out there and rack up fines and break the law, of course, right? So they aren't going to allow fines and penalties to be deductible, because if they did, it'd be like they are subsidizing people to go out there and commit crimes by allowing for deductions for these acts. So they don't want to do that. So that one is self-explanatory. This one is important. Political contributions. All political contributions, such as donations to a political candidate, are not deductible. These aren't charitable contributions, even though one might think of it as such, since it also has the word contributions in there, so don't get those two confused. If it's political, it's not deductible. Lastly on this list, we have funeral expenses. Unfortunately, this is not deductible either. So that is what is on my list of common expenses that are not deductible, and I hope this video helped you.